I can't believe it's been 21 years and still no child, my mother-in-law, Bimbo, sneered. What's the point of a wife who can't produce an heir for my son? Mom, please understand, my husband, Solomon, tried to intervene. No, Solomon, she needs to understand. Bimbo cut him off. She has failed as a wife and a woman. I felt a stink of anger and hurt. Mom, I am still a woman, with or without a child. My friends, who were present, gasped at the tension. Mom, that's not fair. You're being too harsh on your daughter-in-law, one of them spoke up. Childbearing is not the only measure of a woman's worth. But she was relentless. You're all just making excuses for her. She's barren, and that's a fact. I stood up, my eyes blazing. I've had enough of your insults, Mom. I may not have a child yet, but I have a loving husband and a fulfilling life. Bimbo snorted. Fulfilling life? Ha! You're just a childless, useless wife. The argument ended with Bimbo storming out of the room, leaving me in tears. But I refused to give up. I turned to my friends and said, I'll show her. I'll prove that God can still bless me with children. But my joy was short-lived. I soon discovered that my husband, Solomon, was planning to remarry, surrendering to his mother's pressure. Bimbo had finally convinced him that I was a barren, useless wife, and he needed a new wife to bear him children. I overheard Bimbo and Solomon talking in the living room, their voices hushed, but their words piercing my heart. Son, you deserve better than a barren wife, Bimbo said. She's a curse to our family. I know, Mother, Solomon replied. But I feel bad leaving her after 21 years. Feel bad? Bimbo scoffed. She's useless. You need a new wife to give me grandchildren. I felt a surge of anger and sadness. How could they talk about me like that? I was still his wife and worthy of love and respect. I confronted them, my voice shaking with emotion. Mom, how can you do this to me? I pleaded with Bimbo, tears streaming down my face. Silence, woman. Bimbo spat. You failed as a wife. My son deserves better. Solomon stood there, his eyes avoiding mine. Amina, I think it's for the best. I felt my world crumbling around me. Solomon, how can you betray me like this? After 21 years of marriage? But Solomon just shook his head and walked away, leaving me alone with his mother. I was devastated. I felt like my whole world had been turned upside down. I began to fast and pray, seeking God's face like never before. God, please intervene, I cried out. Don't let them do this to me. Show them that you are still a God of miracles and wonder. And then, something amazing happened. That night, I had a mysterious dream. I was standing in a crowded market when a helpless man approached me, holding 3 tiny babies. He looked desperate and pleaded with me to take them from him. Please, ma'am, take them. I can't care for them. They need a mother's love. But I don't know you, you don't even know me, why then do you trust me so much? It doesn't matter, please don't say no please, he pleaded. Without thinking twice, I accepted the babies from him. As soon as I held them in my arms, I felt an overwhelming sense of love and responsibility. The man smiled in relief. Thank you, ma'am. You won't regret this, I promise. I looked at the babies in my arms, and they gazed back at me with big, round eyes. I felt a deep connection to them, as if they were my own. The next morning, I woke up feeling puzzled by the dream. But little did I know, God was about to surprise me in a big way. At the hospital, I went to the doctor for a routine checkup. I had been feeling a little off, but I had no idea what was about to happen. Good morning, ma'am, the doctor said with a smile. How are you feeling today? I'm feeling a little tired and nauseous, but I thought it was just stress, I replied. The doctor nodded and began to examine me. After a few minutes, she looked at me with a big smile. Congratulations, ma'am. You are pregnant. I was shocked. What? But how is that possible? I've been married for 21 years and have never been able to conceive. The doctor smiled. Miracles happen, ma'am. And in your case, it's a double miracle. You're having triplets. I was overjoyed. Triplets? Oh my goodness, this is amazing news. The doctor laughed. I know, right? You're going to be a great mom. And your triplets are going to bring so much joy to your life. I left the doctor's office that day with a heart full of joy and gratitude. I knew that this was a sign from God that He had not forgotten me and that He still had a plan for my life. And when my triplet were born, they were the most beautiful things I had ever seen. They were a constant reminder of God's love and grace in my life, and I knew that I would always be grateful for this miracle. This is my testimony, and I'm proud to be a living witness. Yes, He changed my destiny and gave me a fresh breath, and I'm sure He will do same for you. Thank you very much for watching this story. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Bye for now.